So, good evening guys, good evening ma'am. So, we are from the group 2 and we are here to present our given tasks about the life of Rizal in Berlin.
I'm the first reporter of Group 2 and our topic is Life of Rizal in Berlin. When Rizal arrived in Berlin, he was impressed because of its scientific atmosphere and absence of racial race. And at that time, he worked as a assistant in Dr. Schweigers clinic, while at night, he attended lectures in the University of Berlin. And he also took private lesson under Madame Lucie Cardel. At the meantime, he made sketches of the things he saw. He promenaded along the Unter den Linden, which is the most popular boulevard in Berlin. During winter in 1886 in Berlin, si Rizal nagkalisod gid siya financially and physically kay wala pay kwarta niabot gikan sa kalamba. So he was unable to pay the landlord. So instead, iyang gisangla ang mga diamond rings that given to him by his sister Saturnina. And at that time pod, ang kaundar ni Rizal is 1 meal a day, which is consisted of bread and water or vegetable soup pagyud. And at that time pod is nibagsak na gyud ang health ni Rizal at the point na nahadlok na siya basin magkasakit siya og tuberculosis.
After several months nga naglisod si Rizal sa iyang financial, nagpadasi pa siya og balig 1,000 nagipasa ni Juan Luna gikan sa Paris. So after ni Rizal makadawat sa kwarta, mibayad si Johnny Viola og 300 pesos para sa iyang utang sa pagpaprint sa iyang libro nga No Limit Tangere. Sa pag-adto ni Rizal sa Berlin, nasa 5 reason. Una is to increase his knowledge in ophthalmology. Kaduha, to broaden his studies in science and languages. Ikatulo, to observe political and economic conditions of Germany. Kaupat, to associate with famous German scientists and scholars, ug ang ikalima is to publish his novel No Limit Tangere. So grabe jud si Rizal kakugihan nga gusto jud siya maka-learn. Then, pagka May 11, 1887, Rizal ug si Viola left Berlin for Dresden, one of the best cities in Germany. They visited Dr. Adolf B. Meyer.
So, after Rizal and Viola left Berlin, which he leaves because of the 5 reason, they go to the best cities in Germany, which is the Dresden, and they visited Dr. Adolf B. Meyer. Usa ni siya ka German anthropologist, ornithologist, entomologist, and herpetologist. So, in May 11, 1887, in the Museum of Arts, Rizal was deeply impressed by a painting of Prometheus Bound. So, ang Prometheus Bound, guys, is usa ni siya kay oil painting made by Peter Paul Rubens, a Flemish Baroque artist from Antwerp. So, ang gikuan na nalagay pasay sa ganing painting is si Prometheus, iparusahan ni Zeus kay ijamang gitabangan ang mga mortals bitaw or kitang mga tao or ang mga tao kunong nga ijang gihatagan og fire then mga knowledge bitaw arong makatabang nila nga makasurvive silang kinabuhi nga which is dili unta gusto ni Zeus motong gi-bound siya or gi-kadina siya or gihikot ba gi-change siya then maoto may punishment ni Zeus ni Prometheus. So moving on, while strolling at the scene of floral exposition, they met Dr. J. Gore, author of Travels in the Philippines book, a book which Rizal read and admired during his student days in Manila. So ijang na-meet si Dr. J. Gore kasi siya author ko na siya sa Travels in the Philippine book nga usa sa mga book na gi-admire ni Rizal sa ija pang mga high school days sa Manila. So after that, Dr. J. Gore suggested that they must send a wire to Blumerit. So ang gimin niya send a wire to Blumerit is kana bitaw mo send sila og money. Mo send sila og money without physical nga kuan bitaw like parehara sa bank like i-online ra nato og send ang kwarta like kung mag-send ta sa video di ba ni murag online ra transaction then edit ra na to send ang money kanang di na jud ta mohatag og physical money murag dito na kanang murag online style bitaw ganon yeah On May 13, 1887, Rizal and Viola on board a train reached Limetres, Bohemia. Sa Limetres, Bohemia, so si Rizal o si Viola, nagkuan sila sa train, then abot sila sa Limetres, and Bohemia. Limetres, Bohemia rin siya. So, si Professor Blumerit received their wire and met Rizal and Viola warmly. So, mo na to guys. So, si Professor Blumerit ang gisenda nila Rizal sa katong wire or sa katulang money nila. Then, they greet each other in German. Professor Blumerit helped Rizal and Viola get a room at Hotel Cribs. So, si Blumerit, murag, ang ikuan tali niya is, murag si Blumerit bitaw ang nangita og something makatuluyan nila Viola og Rizal nga rooms. Ang gibayaran tali si, murag gibayaran si Blumerit nila Rizal. So, in the same day, May 13, 1887, at Limetrix, Rizal meet another famous scientist of Europe, which is the Dr. Carlos Schipelac, and another eminent naturalist, Robert Klatzschak. So, mo to mga na-meet nilang mga famous nga scientist, guys. Mga respected kayo nga scientist during sa ilang time.
May 17, 1887, Rizal and Viola embarked on an exciting train journey from Limeritz to the majestic city of Prague. They carried with them recommendation letters from Professor Blumerit, intended from Dr. Wilcom, a distinguished professor of natural history at the University of Prague. By May 20, the duo arrived in Vienna, the capital of Austria, where they checked into the renowned Hotel Metropole Vienna, often referred to as the Queen of the Danube. Captivated them with its stunning architecture and rich cultural heritage. Here, staying Rizal and Viola explored numerous iconic sites, visiting grand churches, renowned museums, art galleries, theaters, and beautiful public parks. The experience in this vibrant city were truly unforgettable. While in Vienna, they also had the opportunity to meet prominent figures in the literary world, including Mr. Norfinfo, one of Europe's greatest novelists, along with Australian scholars Marshner and Nordming.
Good day everyone, I'm Erica Laruna and I am next reporter. May 24 and 1887, Rizal and Viola left Vienna on a river boat. The river voyage ended in Lead. Afterwards, they traveled on land to Salzburg and from there to Munich. From Munich, they went to Nuremberg, one of the older cities of the Germany. On May 24, 1887, si Rizal ug si Viola na-live sa Vienna on the river boat. Then, ang river voyage nag-ended sa Leeds and afterwards, when you say Nuremberg, usa siya ka of the cities of the Germany. Then, May 24, 1887, after Munich, they visited Cathedral, the largest and tallest the cathedral in the all Germany. From all they went to Stuttgart and Rheinfall. The Rheinfalls was considered as the most beautiful wonderful in Europe. Pagkahuman sa Munich, ni-visit sila sa all the cathedral. Then, when you say the Rheinfalls is the most beautiful in the wonder sa Europe. Then, June 1887, it was Rizal 26 birthday is treated Viola to a blowout with the softest smell. After 5 years of stay in Europe and other place, Rizal decided to return home to the Philippines. So, on June 1887, mauni ang ika-26 birthday ni Rizal. So, iyang gitreat si Viola to a blowout with a sumptuous meal after 5 years nila ni stay sa Europe or the other place. So, si Rizal ni decide nga mobalik sa iyang home, which is the Philippines. Ninyo si John 23, 1887, Rizal and Viola parted with the boat spent 15 delightful days in Geneva. Thank you, everyone.
So, in June 27, 1887, Rizal reached from the Rome, the internal city and the city of the Caesar. He wrote the Blumetreat that Rome is sanctuary of heroes. So, si Rizal is ingabot sa Rome pagka June 27. So, pagka June 29, 1887, Rizal was visit for the first time the Vatican. So, mao na ang city of Pope. So, dito ang mga popes na kuan sa Vatican and the capital of Christendom. It was feast day of St. Peter and St. Paul. Then June 29, after a week of travel from Rizal was prepared to return to the Philippines. So mga after isa ka week, si Rizal is nagprepara na para mo balik sa Pilipinas. Rizal wrote to his father announcing that he is coming home. So si Rizal nagsuwat para sa iyang papa nga mauli na siya. Pasiano, Silvestre, Budabon, his brother-in-law Chingoy, Jose Encilo, and other friends warned him not to return home because of the publication of his No Limit Angere, which caused uproar and anger among friars of the Philippines. So, ang ijang brother-in-law bali o iyang barkada or friends giwarningan siya nga dili mo babalikon sa Pilipinas kay tungod sa iyang public sa No Limit Angere, which means nga nako kayo costs tungod sa iyang No Limit Angere nagkuan sa Pilipinas. Then Rizal did not heed the warn. He was determined to return home. So, nagpadaig si Rizal, miuli din siya. Tungod sa mga rason. Number 1 is to operate on his mother's eyes. So, ipa-opera yung mata sa iyang mama kay nasakit. To serve Filipino people who are opposed by the Spanish. Right? So, mao to para mutabang sa mga Pilipino para makuha ng mga Espanyol. Ikatulo is determine how is Noli and other writing affect the Filipino Spaniard. And last is to inquire on the condition of Leonor Rivera.
Noong Hulyo 3, 1887, umalis si Rizal sa Roma, sumakay ng tren patungong Marseilles, isang pantalan sa Prussia, kung saan sumakay siya sa barkong Jimna patungong Maynila. Noong Agosto 1887, ang barkong Haipong ay umalis sa Saigon patungong Maynila. And pag August 5, 1887, dumating ang barkong Haipong sa Manila. Nagtagpuan ni Rizal na halos kapareho pa rin ang Manila sa pag-alis niya, 5 taon na ang nakakalipas. Noong August 8, 1887, bumalik si Rizal sa kanyang bayan sa Calamba. Mainit siyang sinalubong ng kanyang pamilya na labis nagsaya sa kanyang pagbabalik. Ganun pa man, dahil sa pag-alala sa kanyang kaligtasan, nanatili ang kanyang kapatid na si Pasiano sa kanyang tabi sa kanyang unang mga araw pagbalik at hindi siya pinayagan ng kanyang ama lumabas mag-isa.
Now we will discuss Rizal's brief stay in Calamba after returning home from his first trip abroad. Upon his return from abroad, Rizal established a medical clinic in Calamba. We all know nga si Rizal gikan sa Spain para tiwason iyang pag-eskwela sa medisina. And the primary reason nga nung ni-eskwela siya ug iyang gihuman ang medisina because of his mother nga hapit na mabulag. Maong nagpursige si Rizal mahuman sa medisina para siya na ang mutambal sa iyang inahan. When Rizal treats his mother's eye for surgical operation, but he cannot perform yet because her cataract was not yet ripe. Not yet ripe means dili pa hinog o dili pa pwede operahan iyang inahan. Rizal's patients are not just in Calamba and Manila and nearby provinces also, nga mudayo pa sa Calamba para magpagamot ni Rizal. And Rizal can earn 900 per month and ang iyang yearly is mo total sa 5,000. Despite his financial success, Rizal provide free medical services to poor people, especially katong mga walay kwarta or wala di kaya. A few weeks after Rizal's arrival in Calamba, there were threats over Rizal's life due to publication of his book, Noli. The friars and other Spanish authorities consider it as heretical o laban sa simbahan, impious o walang galang sa relihiyon, scandalous in religious order o nakakasira o nakakagulat para sa simbahan, anti-patriotic o hindi makabayan. The Spanish authorities viewed Rizal's book as something that could inspire people to protest or rebel, which would threaten their control over the Philippines.
Despite the government prohibition in the circulation of the book, many Filipinos got hold of copies when they read at night behind closed doors. So, ang libro ni Rizal nga naghatag og impact ay ang Noli Me Tangere nga gipugnan pod sa government para pugnan pod ang paglaganap ani. Ang nobela na bumabatikos sa pang-abuso ng Spanish colonial government and the praile sa Pilipinas. Pero naa gyapon mga Pilipino nga gusto mo basa ani pero patago kay gusto sa mga Pilipino nga masabtan nila og unsay naa ani. Governor General Emilio Terrero, a liberal-minded general who refused to be intimidated by the friars. So si Governor General Emilio Terrero mao ni siya ang opisyal na namuno sa Pilipinas sa ingato nga panahon. General Terrero was more literal and open-minded compared sa laing authorities. Maupod ni siya ang hingrepyos sa mga praile nga mas mo against ni Rizal ug sa mga hinimo ani. Imbis kay dakpon si Rizal, Terrero took a moderate approach by assigning Don Jose Tabiel de Andrade, a young lieutenant, to act Rizal bodyguard, nga dapat protektahan si Rizal sa mga idyang kaaway, partikular sa mga praile nga naigo sa nobela ni Rizal. Father Francisco de Paula Sanchez, Jose Bech, and Father Federico Paura, Rizal's Jesuits professor, believed that everything in Noli was the truth, but they were afraid that Rizal might be arrested and persecuted. Silang tulo ang mga professor ni Jose Rizal who were deeply concerned about sa resulta sa nobela ni Rizal, pero giilag hapon nila nga giilag nila ug unsa ka tinuod sa paglarawan ni Rizal ang pag-abuso na gibuhat sa Spanish colonial ug sa mga praile sa Pilipinas. Pero silang tulo they were afraid that Rizal might be arrested and persecuted. In addition to his controversial book Noli, the Dominican friars got more furious because of Rizal's exposure of the
deplorable conditions of tenancy in Calamba, which infuriated further his enemies. This alarmed his parents, relatives, and friends, and even Lieutenant Andrade. Thus, the Governor General advised Rizal to escape and leave the Philippines for his own good. Bukod sa kanyang kontrobersyal na aklat na No Limitang Hiri, ag si Rizal kuno kay nagbunyag o ijang gisulti ang kaawa-awang kalagayan nga ijang kauban sa Calamba nga nagdusa sa ilalim ng dili batas at pagmapang-abusong mga patakaran sa landowners. Pagsulti ni Rizal ato mas nagpataas og kasuko sa mga kaaway ni Rizal nga mas kinabahala sa kamag-anak ni Ja, sa kanang mga friends og ni Teniente Andrade. That's all. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am the reporter of Group 2. My topic is all about Rizal's second trip abroad. February 3, 1888, after a short stay of 6 months in Calamba, Rizal was forced to leave the country for the second time. Rizal left Manila for Hong Kong on board the Zafiro. He was sick and sad to leave Calamba. So pagka February 3, 1888, sa unang kabuwan ni Rizal nga nag-stay sa Calamba, si Rizal napugo si biya sa Manila para mag-second road trip abroad ngadto sa Hong Kong. Sakay sa Zafiro. So ang kaning Zafiro usa ni si Jaka sakyanan nga gisakyan ni Rizal padong Hong Kong. Si Rizal nasakit tungod sa iyang kaguol nga bibiya sa iyang kuan kanang lugar nga natawhan kay syempre dito man siya nagdako, dito siya gibunyagan o kanang ang iyang mga memories nga nagpabilin sa iyang kuan, sa iyang lugar sa Calamba. So Rizal emotional attachment to Calamba and the difficult circumstances surrounding his departure highlight the personal and political struggles he faced. February 8, 1888, he arrived in Hong Kong, a British colony. He stayed at the Victoria Hotel, Hong Kong. He was welcomed by Filipino residents like Jose Maria Basa, Balbino Mauricio, and Manuel Reriarte. So pagka February 8, 1888, si Rizal kanang miabot na siya sa Hong Kong, seeking refuge from political persecution in the Philippines. Nag-stay siya sa pag-abot niya sa Hong Kong, nag-stay siya dito sa usa ka hotel nga ginatawag og Victoria Hotel. Pag-abot niya ito, gi-welcome siya by sa mga Filipino residents such as Jose Maria Basa, Balbino, Marciano, and Manuel Reriarte. This event is significant as it marks a crucial period in Rizal's life and his continued advocacy for reforms and an eventual independence for the Philippines. On February 18, 1888, Rizal and Basa visited Macau, a Portuguese colony. They boarded the ferry steamer Muntiang. In this place, they stayed at the home of Don Juan Francisco Licaros, a Filipino married to a Portuguese lady. Licaros was rich and had a wide garden plant with trees and following plants. So pagka February 18, 1888, si Si Rizal ug Basa bibisita sa Macau to escape the oppressive political climate in the Philippines under Spanish rule. They board ferry steamer Kongkiang. So ang kaning Kongkiang kanang murag partner ni siya sa kanang lugar sa Macau kaning Kongkiang. And then pag-abot nila adto, nag-stay sila sa bay ni Don Juan Francisco Licaros nga a wealthy Filipino na nakaasawa og Portuguese woman. So ang kaning si Don Juan Francisco Licaros kanang kuani siya kanang dato kaadyo na tao na ay wide garden planted niya daghang mga trees nga gipang tanom og mga buwak. This visit to Macau, their stay with Don Licaros were significant as they sought refuge and continued their work advocating for reforms in the Philippines.
So, in February 21, 1888, Rizal and Basa went back to Hong Kong. Rizal stayed in Hong Kong for almost 2 weeks. While in Hong Kong, Jose Saiz de Baranda, a Spaniard who was commissioned by the Spanish authorities to spy on Rizal. So kaning si Jose Saiz de Baranda is gisugo sa Spanish authorities nga mag-spy kang Jose Rizal. So on February 22, 1888, Rizal left on Hong Kong alone board the Oceanic, an American steamer for Japan, his next destination. Rizal liked the ship because it was clean and efficiently managed, but did not like the meals on board. So, si Rizal is ni sakay si jag barko nga si jarang usa sa kaning barko is ang American steamer para moadto sa Japan. So para ni is ganahan si sa American steamer kay clean and efficiently managed, but wala si ganahi sa pagkaon sa barko. Next is on February 28, 1888, Rizal arrived in Yokohama, Japan, and registered at the Grand Hotel. Japan was to him the land of cherry blossoms because of its natural beauty and the charming manner of the Japanese people. So, niabot si Jose Rizal sa Yokohama, Japan. Para ni ang Japan is a land of cherry blossoms kay beautiful nga place, and also is ang mga tao dito, ang Japanese people dito is well manner, mga good manner. So next, when he was in Tokyo, he was visited by Juan Perez Caballero, secretary of the Spanish legation. During his first day in Tokyo, Rizal embarrassed because he did not know the Japanese language, although he looked like a Japanese. Next, Rizal met Seiko-san, a pretty Japanese girl and the only daughter of a Japanese samurai. Her real name is Seiko Osu, but Rizal called her Ose-san. They almost meet daily as they visited interesting spots on the city. Ose-san served as Rizal's guide and entrepreneur and tutor. So, in Japan ay nakaila si Rizal mo si Seiko Ose, but Rizal called her Ose-san. So, ang si Ose-san is nahimong tutor or Rizal guide para sa pag-visit o mga interesting spot sa Japan. So,
April 13, 1888, Rizal was left in Japan. He boarded on Belgic, which is an English steamer. Padong sila sa United States. Rizal was very sad because he would never see again of his beloved Osisan and the beautiful land of Japan. Osisan also suffered for a long time because sa pagbidya ni Rizal. Sakay ni Rizal sa Belgic, na-meet niya ang usa ka passenger na si Techo Sochero, which is Rizal's best friend. Si Techo Sochero is isa ni siya ka Japanese newspaper man and napriso ni siya tungod sa ilang mga articles on principle. Pagka April 28, 1888, Rizal and Techo arrived from Francisco Port on Saturday morning of April 28. But all the passenger dili pwede mugawas kay katong area gi-quarantine tungod sa sakit nga cholera epidemic. Ang kani nga sakit gikan ni siya sa Far East. May 13, 1888, Rizal arrived to New York on Saturday morning. Nag-stay dyan dito 3 days sa city, which is gitawag niya og the big town. Nag-visit siya sa memorial of ni George Washington ug sa mga historic places. Then pagka May 18, 1888, ibidyaan na po ni Rizal ang New York for Liverpool. Sakay siya sa City of Rome. Kaning City of Rome is kaduha ni siya sa pinakadako nga ship during sa time ni Rizal. Then Rizal visited the colossal Statue of Liberty on Bido Island. That's all. Thank you.